Apache or Cherokee. But what does my DNA say? Just an Ancestry.com spot across 2 states. My father hid behind a Spanish name because colonization is the only game this nation plays. The only one of his siblings to fluently flourish. When his business hit a Rocky Mountain recession, he drove south, set his sights in a new direction. He sold his soul to religion, created a division between himself and his mission, and for all that he built, they slapped the wrong name on his stone. And on his death certificate, they ignored the Native American, thought a Spaniard was a Mexican. I took to the islands to embrace my mother's ohana, yet they called me a hap'olli. They took away the only person that saw me. Her name was Huamea, but she went by Yvonne because colonization only sings one song. And every year she'd ask when I was coming home. One day, I always told her. But that day never came. Hospice took her. So now I'll never pass down the knowledge of her stories. As painful as my ancestors' past, I look to my present, who I call my beautiful sister. Too white for the Native family to accept, who have no identity. Unable to see the beauty behind her blonde hair, blue eyes, so she dug a deep hole in the white trash dumpster where she sits, medically induced under. Then I look to the future. Her name is me, a global citizen. Yet no one believes a Cameroonian and an Iberian bred until they made me. America's foundation stems from white powder, so they call this writer a liar. So which family branch do I attempt to climb? Which ocean should I observe or continent to confide in? I have no historical pages, so I pluck other countries' customs, and if I add another language, maybe one will adopt me. But when I land in the low country, it's a quick switch to a southern accent, and what mother's tongue am I to embrace when I'm a spot across 2 states? I don't think that spot narrows it down, but this ancestral wound still spills blood on the ground, and of the 574 legally recognized, I have no idea which one to allow as my guide. Thus I joined the ranks of the socially accepted Civil War. How are we supposed to love ourselves when we're taught to hate our neighbors? How are divided people supposed to stand under a flag titled United Nation? America's beauty pageant wears the most makeup, but it only wants one brand. So where is this hymn in the harmony of men? They say, girl, you're focused on the wrong shit. And yet I ask, in which direction does all this knowledge I learned spit? The propaganda you feed to your posse, and most importantly yourself, believe that putting pen to pad is similar to sex, quick fix fad. Thus my thin journals hold all my hope and hurdles. And like the hundreds before me who sought their soulmate within a quill, seek to tell the truth as their skill. This pen I hold attached to an arm, and thus the heart projects the poem of my personality, my individuality, labeled no identity, for I am a native.